Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yep. Good to see you too. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. I'm good too.
Okay.
Let's just go over the words. This one. Learn.
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 Learned.
Learn.
Yep. Okay. Anything.
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 Thing. Anything. Yep.
Anything.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Reverse.
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 Parking.
Yeah, reverse parking.
Reverse. Reverse parking.
Difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah. Difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah, you're pronouncing the L. Very good. Difficult.
Difficult.
Okay. Lessons.
Lessons.
Lessons. This is an English lesson or driving lessons?
Driving lessons.
Yep, driving lessons.
Driving lessons.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Hyundai is a type of car.
Stop car.
It's a type of car. What's your car? What's your car?
My car is Toyota.
Toyota. What's your car?
Ford car.
A Ford. What's your car?
Captiva? No, yeah, the big one is Captiva, and
I think it's a Toyota as well, isn't it?
mine is Holden.
Holden.
Yeah.
Holden Captiva. Okay.
You car, teacher?
Hmm?
Your car?
My car's a Hyundai. Yeah, it's the white car out there. Small white car.
Because you live in what? you live single.
Yeah. Yeah, I am single.
Yes.
It's okay. I'm happy. Okay. So manual. Manual. Manual.
Manual.
Yep.
Manual.
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 Automatic.
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 Okay, that's good. So we'll start on the questions. First, I will say it. First me. How old were you when you first learned to drive? How old were you when you first learned to drive? Okay, everybody. How old were you when you first learned to drive? A little bit faster. How old were you when you first learned to drive? Okay. How old were you when you first learned to drive? How old were you when you first learned to drive?
Okay. I was 2 days first learned to car.
How-
learn to drive.
Wauliza una miaka mingapi so
But-
kujifunza kutembeza gari?
How old?
Miaka mingapi? Old ni miaka.
How old?
Naanza sehemu miaka iliyopita kwa tatizo.
Ulikuwa na miaka mingapi so ulijifunza kutembeza gari? Ulikuwa na 50 years,
Okay.
45 years.
Now the answer. Question is Q.
Yeah.
Answer is A.
Yes.
I was 17 when I first learned to drive. I was 17 when I first learned to drive. Okay, everyone? I was 17 when I first learned to drive. A little bit faster. I was 17 when I first learned to drive. Good. I was 17 when I first learned to drive. I was 17 when I first learned to drive. I was 17 when I first learned to drive. How about you? How old were you, Ja, when you first learned to drive? Can you say, I was
27.
27
Yeah.
when?
When
I-
I first learned to drive.
Oh, good. Okay, 27.
Yeah. 20. Wanatembeza 20. Wenyewe ndio.
Alianza kujifunza alikuwa na miaka 27. Vile ndio nauliza miaka mingapi ndio ulianza hapo kujifunza?
Mokili,
Yeah.
how old were you? How old were you when you first learned to drive? How old were you?
Especially.
So,
Well,
2 years ago, how old were you?
year old, I was to start the driving.
Even in Africa?
Oh,
Yeah, how old were you?
Okay, thank you. I was 50. I was 50. Maybe 55.
Oh, really?
55.
Yep.
50 first.
Uh-huh.
I first learned to drive.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Was that in Africa you were 55?
Yes, 55 enough.
Uh-huh,
Yes.
uh-huh. Okay.
Loco.
Miloko? I'm still learning, I'm sorry. Miloko, Mokili, Miloko.
Loco, no.
It's just the names are similar and I get confused.
If I enjoy this one.
Hey Patrick,
Sorry?
can you tell them the names are similar and I
Yeah.
get confused?
Anasema majina ziko zinafanana.
Zinafanana.
Iko najivuruga.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Miloko, how old were you when you first learned to drive?
Paris.
Not real.
You keep learning.
I
Thing like that.
Eh?
You keep learning.
I don't. I don't.
Still learning?
I don't.
You're learning now,
To drive.
but how long ago? How long have you been learning?
Yeah. 60.
For a year have you been learning, or 6 months, or
Yeah.
1 month?
60.
60?
Yes.
Okay, so I was
60
60
when
when I
first learned to drive.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was 60 when I first learned to drive.
Okay. So, Mokili, this one. I was 55. I was.
I was 55 when I first learned to drive.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, the next one. Was there anything difficult about learning to drive?
Okay.
Anything difficult?
What?
Okay, are you ready? Was there anything difficult about learning to drive? Was there anything difficult about learning to drive?
Yes.
Reverse parking was difficult.
Yep. So the answer, reverse parking was difficult.
Yes.
So everyone, reverse parking was difficult. A little bit faster. Reverse parking was difficult. Reverse parking was difficult.
Reverse parking was difficult. Reverse parking. But here is in driving, the reverse parking was difficult. But in Africa, the road no good. You drive
Small hill.
you driving
The small hill.
the small hill.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's so interesting.
Because in Africa, is the way macadam is small in town, many town, but what way is no good because no macadam.
No.
No, I go macadam is not good. No.
No, it don't say if the road is not good. They didn't make good condition.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you for telling me about that. Okay, so was there anything difficult about learning to drive? Shah, was there anything difficult about learning to drive?
Yeah, reverse parking was difficult for me before.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I can complain maybe head check. Only turn side mirror check because I failed for that exam. When I'm driving, I forgot sometime head check.
Oh.
Yeah, I failed for that because that is a big reason.
Yeah.
Difficult for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Miloko,
Yes.
was there anything difficult about learning to drive? You can say something was difficult.
No, that's parking. Turn right. Turn
Right, left.
left, turn right is difficult.
Oh, okay.
But she drive in the street.
In short, give way is difficult for
Give
you.
away
Give way.
is difficult for me.
Awesome. Makili,
Yes.
was there anything difficult? Can you remember? Was there anything difficult about learning to drive?
Here in Australia.
Yeah, or Africa.
In Africa, because in Africa no respect the give way, the stop, we go. But here,
They respect the sign.
no respect the sign in the road in Africa. No sign.
No respect.
No sign.
Yeah, you're saying maybe in Australia they respect the rule of the road.
Oh.
Yeah, in Africa, the one come fast, the one pass.
Oh.
No stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some area, not all the area. Some area, some place.
area.
Oh, wow.
Here the sign in a
In the village.
Even the village,
Knowing
they
the sea.
respect, yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Really enjoy hearing what you have to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you find difficult?
No, not different.
Oh.
Yes.
Before.
But just the signs are different. Like they don't respect it in Africa, but they
yes,
respect
yes.
the road rules in Australia.
No, no different.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great. Okay. How old were you when you started to drive in Australia? How old were you when you started to drive in Australia? Okay, so everyone, how old were you when you started to drive in Australia? Long sentences.
Yes.
It's good for your speaking practice.
Yes,
It's good.
Okay, so everyone, again, a bit faster. How old were you when you started to drive in Australia? Very, very good. Okay, I put 30, but whatever. Whatever it was for you. I was 30 when I started to drive in Australia. Okay, everyone, I was 30 when I started to drive in Australia. Okay, again,
yes.
I was 30 when I started to drive in Australia. Okay, so Ja, how old were you when you first started to drive in Australia?
I was 27 when I started to drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you didn't drive in Africa?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you said you were 27 when you started learning to drive.
Yeah.
Okay, Mukili,
Yes.
how old were you when you started to drive in Australia?
In Australia, sorry, I was 61
Oh,
when I started to drive in Australia.
very good. Okay. Maloko, how old were you when you started to drive in Australia?
I was 16 when I started to drive in Australia.
Very good, thank you. Okay, now, did you have to do driving lessons to drive in Australia? So when I wrote this question, I thought maybe you drove in Africa and then you had to do more lessons to drive in Australia. That's what I thought.
Sorry?
When I wrote this question, did you have to do driving lessons to drive in Australia? I thought that people would have driven in Africa
Yeah, some.
and maybe come to Australia and have to do more lessons.
More lessons, yeah.
That's what I thought when I wrote that question.
Asema alianzia ile question, alikuwa fikiria kuna watu wenye walikuwa wanatembeza Afrika, sasa watakuja tena hapa tena waendeleshe malesson. Juu lazima wapatie mali wao. Yeah, that's the way because he was driving in Africa.
Yeah.
And when he came here, They do the same. They give this question. They give the more lessons.
Oh,
They
really?
Say, because the way we drive hand is different.
Okay, thanks for explaining that.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we skip that question then?
By channel question,
No.
no, say we can leave it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you have to do driving lessons to drive in Australia? Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Mm.
And, or no, I didn't. See, yes, I did is just short. You don't have to say, yes, I did have to do driving lessons to drive in Australia.
Yes, I
You can say a long sentence or a short sentence. You can just say, yes, I did.
did. Yes, I did.
Or did you, I did have to do driving lessons to drive in Australia. All right.
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
yes, I did.
Yes, I did. But in office here in Australia, I gave my license, African license, Congolese license. The office tell me no. In Congo, no good license, but in Kenya is good. In Congo,
Oh.
yes.
Tunatembezea mtu wake Kongo.
Because sometimes in Congo we drive in right, but here we drive in left.
Left. Okay. That's so interesting. That's why I love teaching English. Because the students are from different countries to me. It's so interesting. Okay. Do you have a car? Do you have a car?
Do you have
Do
a
you
car?
have a car?
Do you have a car?
Your
Yes,
pronunciation's
I do.
excellent.
Do you have a car?
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 I have car. Do you have a car?
Do you have
Like that.
a car?
That's called intonation. Intonation.
Look, my teacher, in French, the question mark,
It's go up.
is go up.
Uh-huh.
In English,
But in English, the question
when it down, go down.
Oh.
yes.
That's the way you try to ask. You try to ask it. In English, when you ask the question, you have to slow down. But in French, when you say French, do you have a car? That's the French. In English, do you have a car? Come down.
Oh.
Yeah, that's straight to ask. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Uh-huh. I do have a car. I don't have a car.
Yes.
So, everyone, do you have a car?
Do you have a car?
Ja, do you have a car?
I do have a car.
Uh-huh. Naloko, do you have a car?
I do have a car.
Wakili, do you have a car?
Yes, I do.
Patrick, do you have a car?
Yes, always.
Okay. What kind of car do you have? What kind of car do you have? I
Yes.
have a Hyundai. Hyundai. Probably a South Korean word, isn't it? Hyundai.
We call it straight Hyundai. Hyundai is not correct? What do you call Hyundai?
Oh.
Hyundai. What do we call all this Hyundai?
If you said it that way, I wouldn't understand
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying.
That's why. Then I know it's all the time. I call this one a Hyundai.
Oh.
I didn't pronounce. I forget hi. If you now I notice hi Hyundai.
The Congolese people.
Everyone
Hyundai.
from has Hyundai say Hyundai. Everyone.
Oh, wow.
It's a French word. We say Hyundai.
Oh, wow.
I don't say hi Hyundai. Okay, that's good.
Awesome.
Hi Hyundai.
Okay, everyone, what kind of car do you have? Everyone, what kind of car do you have? So you can ask friends, oh, what kind of car do you have?
What kind of car do you have?
I have a Toyota car.
Uh-huh. Malaka? I remember that one.
Nissan. I have Nissan.
Oh,
Yes.
Ja, what's your car again?
I have Ford car.
Uh-huh, okay.
For the
Okay,
is
thank you, is your car
Car,
manual
manual,
or
or
automatic?
automatic.
My car.
Is your
Yes.
my car is manual or my car is automatic?
My car
My
is
car.
automatic.
Oh, okay. What's yours, Joe?
My car is automatic.
Oh, okay.
My car is automatic.
Oh, okay. My car is automatic too.
Yes.
Everyone automatic,
It is
not manual.
Because
Yeah.
the manual car is very good, but is very hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Hard to drive.
Mm.
It's very hard to drive.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's very good.
Oh,
I prepare to
Very
find
good
the
in-
license for
It's
manual.
very good in Africa.
uh-huh.
Because in Africa we have the mountain.
Yes.
In the mountain you put the first gear. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Me, I prepare to find the license for manual.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Unajifunza?
Nataka.
Okay. You can say, my car is manual or my car is automatic. You can also say, it is. It is automatic. So you can say, my car is automatic. My car is automatic. Or it is automatic.
It is automatic.
Yeah.
My car is automatic. It is automatic. It is manual.
Okay, everyone.
Okay.
Makili,
Yes.
this one.
How old were you when you started to drive in Australia?
Good. Okay, Makili. Sorry.
Moloko.
Okay, this one.
Do you have a car?
Very good. Ja,
Yeah.